Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Alice, and today we're going to be playing a little bit of Bad End Theater. I don't know much about it, I just know that it follows the story of a few characters, I think. And it's like a stage play. Welcome to Bad End Theater. On this stage, we shall be toying with fate. Sounds great. You will make many choices, unlocking darker and darker paths, in order to witness a lovely variety of tragic events. But first, allow me to explain how it works. To begin the tutorial, select whichever doll you like. Okay. So there's the demon doll, or there's the human doll. I guess we'll be human, We'll be human this time. You control the human doll. You're a friendly little guy, just minding your own business. How about you interact with the demon doll? I'll play nice. You try to make friends with the demon doll, but it kills you in cold blood. How ruthless. Oh, no. Sad little guy. You found your very own first bad ending. But don't worry, the story need not end here. Let's reset the stage and try again. This time, try controlling the other doll. Okay, I guess I'm a demon doll. You control the demon doll. You are a fierce looking guy, just minding your own business. How will you interact with the human doll? I'll play nice. You and the human doll are able to set aside your differences and become friends. Why, this isn't a bad ending at all. I should have written out this possibility. It's just not suited to my theater whatsoever. Now that you know how the story goes, you can set the doll's behavior in advance. As you just saw, these behaviors will automatically be set to whatever you chose during your last playthrough. But now you can turn each one on or off without having to replay that doll's perspective. Yes, my theater actually doubles as a puzzle game. Now, try turning the doll's behavior on and off to see the different outcomes. Okay, what if the human is hostile? What if they're both mean? You control the human doll. You're a friendly little guy, just minding your own business. How about you interact with the demon doll? We're gonna attack it. You both attacked each other at once and die together. End tutorial. Well, we've seen all the... I think we've seen all the possibilities, right? Well, okay, there is one more. And that's the final one. You control the human doll. You're a friendly little guy just minding your own business. We attack it. You killed the demon doll in cold blood. How ruthless. Okay, so yeah, no. That's done. Do you understand how to play? Yeah, I got it. It's easy enough. This game saves your progress automatically, so just relax and collect all the bad endings at your own pace. Now, without further ado, let's start the show. Ooh. Okay, so we've got the hero, the Maiden, an Underling, and the Overlord. Well, you know, this is a Legend of Zelda household, and so there's only one person that we could possibly choose to start as. And that's the Overlord. I love this. I love the color palette. It looks so cute. Alright, you are the Overlord. You live in a castle surrounded by your demon servants. It's a pretty cushy life, you think? Except for those pesky humans who keep killing members of your army. There's even a role called Hero, whose whole purpose in life is just to dethrone you. Well, that's just rude. What's their deal anyway? You've actively avoided pissing off the humans in hopes that they'll leave you and your army alone, but they never do. You're still new to the whole Overlord thing. If you're quite honest with yourself, you don't really understand the politics of it. But you remind yourself, everyone is just doing their best to fulfill their role. You won't let them bait you into being the evil Overlord they expect. You think you're pretty cool and mature to hold yourself to higher standard like that. One of your underlings walks into your room, totally interrupting your thoughts about how awesome you are. The nerve. They're saying something about how boring it is to stand in one place, guarding the castle all the time, especially since no one ever comes around here anyway. You see their point, but the way they're whining about it kind of bothers you. Is that an eye in the middle of her forehead? And she's got a little heart clasp for her cape. Well, maybe not. All in all, very cute. What to do with this underling? Tell them to get back to work. You give them a lecture about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. Your servants ought to do what they're told, whether they like it or not. They look really unhappy with you, but you're sure that they'll thank you for this later. Venturing too far from the castle tends to spell death. You dismiss the underling and lie down in your nice and comfy Overlord bed. All that lecturing made you want to take a nap. You fall asleep pretty quick, just another one of your amazing talents as the Overlord. You awake to a huge commotion outside. A hero has shown up and started totally murdering your soldiers. What the hell, guy? You rush out into the battlefield to confront this jerkwad. You curse at him and very rudely inquire his reasons for doing all this. The hero yells at you, demanding you return the maiden you're holding captive. Come again. You don't know what he's talking about, but you can't forgive his actions. You do battle with the hero, but he's grown strong from cutting down your army. You're unable to defeat him. With the decisive swings, he stabs and cuts you to pieces. You fall. You have failed your subjects. You spit curses weakly. You wish you'd been stronger. Maybe you were never suited to be the Overlord in the first place. The truth was, you were never that much more powerful than the demons who serve you. It was the title, the control that gave you strength. These are your thoughts as you are swallowed by darkness. Well, conquered Overlord end. That's our first bad ending, I guess. Let's reset the stage. Oh, so we've got Tyrant. If we don't allow the underling a day off, we become a tyrant? Not sure I believe that. What's this? Okay, so it shows us. Hero has 11. Underling only has 9. Okay. Alright, let's go back. Alright, I guess we'll be the hero this time. You're the hero. You like to think of yourself as a pretty reliable and swell guy. Your life has been rather ordinary, aside from the occasional heroic adventures, fighting evil monsters, and whatnot. You're told a maiden from your village has been kidnapped, and it's likely being held captive at the nearby demon Overlord's castle. Who even puts a village right next to where an entire demon army hangs out? You don't get it. Look at him. He's adorable. You're happy to protect the townspeople, though. You were born to play this role. You head off on your adventure to rescue the maiden. But demon soldiers block your path. You could kill them to gain experience. Flee like a coward. Oh. Or bravely slaughter the evil creatures. Let's flee. Forgetting your pride, you escape with your life. But you can't return home now. Your reputation will be ruined. You wonder how you'll ever be able to rescue that maiden all on your own if you can't even fight some lousy demon underlings. You'll take your chances at the castle. You're a hero after all. This is your job. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You are faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. This one's like an ogre. He's only got one eye. Or a cyclops, I guess. Interesting. Alright. There's no way to sneak past these monsters if you want to reach the Overlord. Okay, so let's be diplomatic. Let's ask them if they'll let you in. You go up to the nearest demon and explain why you've come here. They stare you down, and you feel very uncomfortable. But they seem to trust you and escort you directly to the Overlord's chambers. That was easy. The Overlord is alone. You ask about the Maiden, but the Overlord doesn't seem to know what you're talking about. Was she really never here? You wonder what could have happened to her. The Overlord says that she wishes she could help you, but you're the first human that's come here in forever, at least that she knows of. You think of how you probably shouldn't trust her, seeing as she's a demon and all, but you can't really prove she's lying either. You apologize for the intrusion and return home to the village. The Maiden was never found. Useless hero. Let's reset the stage. So there's dutiful and diplomatic, but we chose diplomatic. Okay. Okay. I see how this is working. Like, you just find different traits. Well, which one should we be next? The Maiden or the Underling? I guess we'll be the Maiden. She's pretty cute. Look at that little smile. She's adorable. You're a maiden. You live in a peaceful village next to a spooky demon overlord's castle. You're told that you're fated to be captured by the Overlord one day because you are a beautiful young girl. Demon overlords apparently love capturing those. You think of how you haven't heard of that actually happening to anyone. But maybe the demons just haven't been given the opportunity. Who knows? You're in church. You pray to your god, asking why you have been born into this role of maiden. You respect the divine plan and all, but you're really just curious as to what the point of it is. You are impatient. Meeting a demon actually sounds pretty gosh darn exciting. Maybe you'd understand your role better if you were to just hurry up and get captured already. You leave a note and venture forth to find a demon. Just to, see what happens. Not long into your little adventure, a demon underling appears before you. It looks pretty scary. Shout for a hero to come save you. You yell, but a hero doesn't come. The demon suddenly jumps at you and starts biting. A lot. How painful. This plan of yours was completely stupid, you think. Why couldn't you have been more patient? Why did you go looking for trouble? You aren't angry or anything, of course. This was all your fault for trusting a demon not to devour you on sight. This is your punishment for questioning fate, you guess. Bit by bit, you're swallowed by the demon until you are no more. Consumed maiden end. Okay. She's super dead. Underling, that wasn't very polite, was it? Let's see what he's got going on. The music is amazing. You are a demon underling in service of the Overlord. You aren't particularly strong, but not particularly weak either. That's what your friends tell you. Your job is to guard the castle and keep humans away. It's unbearably boring. Heroes rarely come all the way out here to challenge the Overlord anyway. It's a lot of standing in one place, staring into nothing. You feel like you're gonna go crazy if you don't get a break. You decide to ask the Overlord for a day off. She gives you an earful about responsibility and an unquestioning obedience. You wait for her to finish her lecture before returning to your post. What does she know about anything? Who made her the boss of everyone? You complain about the Overlord to your friends. They agree that she's kind of a snob and totally deserves to be kicked off her throne. You only wanted to vent your frustrations, but the conversation somehow turned into an assassination plot, as they often do. You should probably steer this in a responsible direction. Let's overthrow her. No, you're sick of this Overlord holding you and your friends back. You agree that it's time for a change of management. Your friends suggest maybe you should be the new Overlord. You like the sound of that? You announce your first act of rebellion is to take that day off, like you wanted. Your friends aren't very impressed. You assure them you'll talk more about the assassination thing when you get back, which satisfies them. You sneak out of the castle to have some fun. The change of atmosphere excites you. You spend some time rolling around in the grass, wild and free. As you make your way along the path to the nearby human village, you encounter a maiden. She seems very frightened and screams for a hero to come save her. You consider your options. Okay, so we could gobble her up, which we've seen the ending to. But not from this side, or we could tell her to quit yelling. When the maiden realizes you're not going to hurt her, she regains her composure. Now she's started talking to you like you're friends or something. You don't understand humans at all. You speak the same language, of course, which has always confused you, because why is there conveniently only one language in the world? If demons and humans have independent societies, wouldn't it make sense for them to each have their own language? The maiden is going on and on about some kind of destiny she's trying to fulfill. The bottom line, from what you gather, is that she wants you to take her to the Overlord. Sounds like it could be interesting. Besides, you have nothing better to do. Satisfied with your day out, you take the maiden back to the castle and present her to the Overlord. This is different. The Overlord asks where you found this maiden, knowing full well that you left the castle when you weren't supposed to. You apologize for disobeying her, but hope that the maiden is an interesting enough present that you may be forgiven. The Overlord nods and says everything's cool as long as you listen to her from now on. You're impressed with what an easygoing boss she is. You mention how you can't believe you and your friends even considered overthrowing her. She gives you a look and you say, "That was just a joke, of course." It's just a joke, right? Right? She smiles and dismisses you. You decide it's about time for a nap. All these demons do is nap. You don't get to sleep for long. Your friends wake you up. Rude. One of them is stepping on you pretty hard. You ask them what their deal is. They say they're planning a whole revolution. They gotta get rid of the current Overlord and put a new ruler in. They want to hear if you're in or out, and being a pretty lazy underling, of course, you reply with, "That sounds like a lot of trouble. How about we just skip it instead?" Your friends question your loyalty to their cause. Is this a death? It has a little skull here. She's actually not so bad, you guys. Your friends seem pretty disappointed. They apologize to you, but before you can ask them what they're sorry about, one of them suddenly seizes you. Someone who's still loyal to the Overlord really has no place in our castle, you understand, right? Their claws tighten around your neck. You don't bother to struggle. You're outnumbered. You already know how things like this end. This is a pretty messed up thing to do to a friend, you tell them. They slit your throat in response. Well, that was abrupt. Faithful Underling end. Alright, well, we found some endings. About 4. Yeah, that seems about right. We're definitely gonna play around with this some more, just not in this video. So thanks so much for watching. I am gonna be continuing on this series. It's gonna be mixed in with the others as Paper Please comes to an end. And as I get Ghost back up and running, we're gonna have this spaced throughout. So definitely like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more of this type of content, definitely ring the bell so that you get notifications of when the next videos come out. Thanks so much for watching. You guys have a great day.